Guess who's here? Snail is here. He's on my lap and he's purring. We'll see how long this lasts. Usually not long. Give him 30 seconds. Oh no, he's already trying to get up. Why? Why, Snail? Why? Just sit here on my lap. You want a pet snail? You can get your own pet snail at the animal shelter. You forgot about daylight savings. Did it happen? Not in the US yet, right? But maybe Canada. Celebrate? You don't really celebrate it. In my opinion, you dread it. You dread daylight savings time. Does that mean what time is it 1 hour earlier or 1 hour later than usual in EU? 1 hour earlier. Well, that's nice for 1 week, right? Until I also am forced to acknowledge daylight savings time happening. Observe. I don't want to observe it. There was 1 year that I was streaming that I didn't observe it for like a month. I refuse. I mean, this is gonna be disastrous for my sleep schedule if you think about it. I'm already waking up 1 hour before stream right now. I need to get up in the morning. Is this that seasonal affective disorder? It's making me want to stay in bed all day long, but I'm gonna miss out on all of the daylight. I need to fix my sleep schedule. That's just me. It can't just be me. It can't be. I know for a fact that Bee-Boo also has this sleep schedule. I've just adopted the Bee-Boo lifestyle where I wake up before the stream and I don't eat and then I stream. Honestly, I can get used to it because yesterday I did eat. I didn't eat today before the stream. Yesterday I did eat, but it made me feel kind of sick because I had just woken up. I don't like eating right after I wake up. Yeah, I'm not a breakfast person. I have never been a breakfast person, actually. Even in high school, when I had to wake up at like 6 a.m. because why does high school start so early? Even in high school, I didn't eat breakfast. And my peers would be like, why? Why, Fauna? Aren't you hungry? And I'm like, we eat lunch at like 10:30. I'll just wait till lunch. It's fine with me. Had my tea in my thermos even back then. That's enough for me. 10:30 is crazy. We get that early lunch period. It is crazy. 10:30 lunch. But when you wake up at 6, it's not so bad. Skip breakfast. Not even 11:30. 11:30 is like the late period. The late lunch period. I mean, school's out at like 2. So if you're eating at 12:30, and then you're gonna have like barely any school left. 2? My school was from 7 to 2, I think. Well, it was like 7:15 to 2:15. That's insane. It was early. Yours was 8 to 3. 8 to 3 is still pretty early. When I worked like a regular job, I tried to work from 8 to 4 instead of 9 to 5. Sometimes I would get in at like 7:30. Leave at 3:30. That was nice. You did 8 to 4. I think 8 to 4 is better than 9 to 5 for me anyway. But really, nowadays it's like 8 to 5 because you get scammed out of your lunch break. Yeah, 9 to 6, scam. It's a scam. Lunch at desk. I know. But then you miss out on socializing with your coworkers. Me and my coworkers would always have lunch together. And the girl that I replaced who trained me was like, oh, it's okay to just say you had a 30-minute lunch even if you had a 1 hour lunch. It's okay. Everybody does it here. And I was like, oh, okay. Real. Sometimes it was an extra long lunch. Sometimes we would be chatting. Everybody would be chatting. It would be a 90-minute lunch. Did I bring bento? I did bring my own lunch every day. It would be, I don't know. That was the time when I brought the plantains and everyone was like, why are you eating bananas in your lunch? Cooked bananas. Sounds like a hearty meal. That was in my like very productive era where I was cooking all the time. I always had like a healthy lunch to eat like every day, except some days when I didn't manage to cook and my lunch would be a bagel with peanut butter, and my coworkers would also be like, is that all you're gonna eat? Just a bagel with peanut butter and a piece of fruit? And I would be like, you don't understand. This is what I would eat every single day for lunch if I was not concerned with my nutrition. I wish I could eat a bagel with peanut butter and a banana every single day for lunch. That's ideal for me. So you don't have to feel bad when I break out the bagel for lunch. That's not a struggle meal for me. The fresh veggies and the peanut noodles with tofu, that's what I don't want to be eating. Not really. I love me some peanut noodles. I love me a healthy lunch, but there's just something about a bagel with peanut butter. When I was in college, I would eat breakfast in college. I wonder why. I guess because I would eat later breakfast because I was not beholden to the rules of society anymore. You can eat breakfast whenever, so I would eat like 10 a.m. breakfast, and I would eat a bagel with peanut butter and a smoothie every single day. And then if I was having a bad day, I would also eat a bagel for dinner. If I would eat 2 bagels a day if it was a bad day for me. Yeah. Perfection. You get 2 bagels? If I was having a bad day, I would have to treat myself to the bonus bagel. Extremely relatable. Bagels make me happy. They do. I just like bread, you know? But like, I try to eat healthy, so I understand that I can't just live off of eating only bread. But if I'm having a bad day, then it's like, who cares? Who cares about nutrition? I'm just gonna eat bread. And then it's like the easy factor, right? You don't have to prepare it. You just, if you want to, you can toast it. And it takes 2 minutes. Bread is unhealthy? It can be. It's not really that it's unhealthy. It's more so that on its own, it's not bringing you too many nutrients. I mean, of course, like whole grains are more healthy, but it's more like it's neutral. Depends on the bread. Yeah, the focaccia I made the other day was probably... Well, I don't know. Olive oil is good for you. Maybe it's not so bad. It did have a lot of... I put some flaky salt on top. But it was so good. I want to make some more focaccia. I could eat that. Anytime I'm in Japan, that's what I eat. I eat so much bread. They've got good bread in Japan. Make some bagels. I haven't mastered bagels yet. I have made bagels before, but I wouldn't say I nailed it. I would say the bagels I made were better than like a grocery store bagel, but still not as good as like a proper bakery bagel. Yeah, like a New York bagel that has like the shell on the outside and it's like chewy on the inside. Yeah, I did boil them and then bake them, but they I don't know, they just weren't quite right, you know? They weren't the exact New York City bagel. Do I scoop my bagels? What does that mean? Scoop? What do you mean scoop? Like a donut? Taking out the inside? Wait, no, that's cursed. You don't scoop the inside out. You poke a hole in with your finger and then you widen the hole. You don't scoop it. I guess that's what you do with donuts. Well, with donuts, you usually use like a mold and then you like cut out the middle. That's why you can get a donut hole, because you just take the dough from the middle that you cut out and you fry that up. But that's not what you do with bagels. Bagels, you have to stick your finger in and make a hole. You like your donut without a hole? I feel like you're trying to be cursed with that statement, but like I respect it. Some of the best donuts don't have holes. Like a cinnamon twist doesn't have a hole. One of the best donuts. Boston cream? No hole. Jelly filled? No hole. These are some of the best donuts you can get. Apple fritter? No hole. A maple bar? No hole. These are some of the top donuts. Apple fritter is a donut? I think it counts. I mean, maybe it's more of a pastry. It's not really a pastry, though. I don't know. I think it's a donut. They sell them at donut stores, so... Now I want donuts. Cake donut supremacy? I'm not really into cake donuts. In my opinion, they're an imposter donut. It's just a cake in the shape of a donut. To me, it's not about the shape. As we discussed, a donut is about the dough used. It's not about the shape. A donut can come in any shape. It has to be yeast raised and then deep fried. Cake donuts are like cake batter that's baked in the shape of a donut. That's just a cake. That's just a cupcake in another form. They're not fried? I don't think they're fried, which means they're easier to make at home. They're fried? How do you fry them? Wouldn't they just fall apart in the fryer? They're fried, aren't they? I don't know. Yeah, they don't taste fried. They're like cake pops, so they have icing mixed in. Hold on, the snail wants to leave. Snail was still here, yeah. He's just waiting by the door. Hold on. When will the snail realize that he doesn't want to be in here when I'm streaming? Every time he runs in with all his might, I try not to let him in because I know he's gonna want to leave. But every time he runs in and then he wants to leave like 30 seconds later, will he ever learn? He enjoys the game, but maybe he's bored. He just hates closed doors. That's probably true. Put a cat tower in the closet. I thought about that. Like a cat tower. There's actually a little bit of room. I could put a cat tower in and a water bowl. No way he stays up there. I know, he might not. He probably wouldn't. He'd probably still want to leave. Cat door? Then it negates all of the soundproofing that I've done. Once I put one of his cat beds in here, but he was not interested.